and Alan was the only person I would let get away with calling me overly simplistic. In fact, I've been accused of almost everything else. You know, as Alan quoted me, the best two-word explanation for marijuana prohibition, I think, is bad journalism. But bad journalism, in fact, would explain a lot of other things in our society, in the sense that, insofar as we now talk about the media, not just journalism, and you might say bad mediation, bad intercommunication. And I've realized that I was thinking about this thing, that I was not going to be able to avoid quoting somebody named Jello Biafra. To think of again by quoting Bill Buckley. He said, don't criticize the media, become the media. And in point of fact, before I heard him say that, maybe before he said it, I made a stab at that by starting MarijuanaNews.com. And the focus of Marijuana News over the years has been whatever I happen to be involved in at the time, because it is idiosyncratic, if nothing else. And a lot of it has been on media criticism generally. Now, the problem, again, with media criticism is that it is sort of like the line about the weather everybody talks about, but nobody does anything about. And even if you start your own blog, website, reform organization, or whatever, on whatever scale, given the vastness of the media, it is just, it does make a difference. It definitely does. I mean, the Media Awareness Project, for example, has done a marvelous job. And I think that I can see occasionally where I delude myself into thinking that I've had an impact on things, and I know that NORML has. But here it is. What year is this? And marijuana is still illegal. And I think back to 1972, and I wouldn't. If somebody told me that when I attended the first People's Pot Conference, and I actually remember it, that if somebody had told me that marijuana, I'd be doing this, making this speech in 2008, no, I don't think so. But the fact is that you can find media criticism across the political spectrum. You can find people on the far right of Rush Limbaugh talking about the drive-by media. You can find the other watching John McCain making a speech on it, and here it says the national media said we lost, and the crowd is booing the term national media. But at the same time, they run into the term MSM, mainstream media, on both the left and the right. The left will tell you that mainstream media are tools of corporate America, and that they are, basically just nothing but flags for the corporations that run America, et cetera, et cetera. Then on the right, well, we know about the liberal media, and it's all part of this vast conspiracy. They're all out palling around with terrorists. You betcha. So here we are. Oh, we're going to criticize the media. Well, I think one difference is, as you'll see, is that we can prove it. We're not talking about vague cultural biases and this, that, and the other. Oh, yeah, there's that too. But we can, in fact, will massively document the fact that to use the L word in this case is lying. We have been lied to, lied about. We've been lied about, and we've also been lied to. And a lot of times we even internalize the lies that are told about us. So, this is the problem that we have to deal with. And the first begins always with laying out the facts. And I was talking earlier to Paul Armentano, who's our first up here. Paul is the Deputy National Director of NORML, and an annoyingly good writer. This is, Paul went to work for NORML in 1995, and that was while I was still there, so I'll take credit for it, even when I hired him. But this, the stuff that Paul is doing, and particularly on the NORML blog, is really great stuff. And so, anyway, I will have some concluding remarks later on, but I'd like to start off with Paul Armentano, the Deputy National Director of NORML. And I know I'm going to